Yesterday was obviously a massive day. EA dropped the covers for the standard and deluxe editions of College Football 26, but today they dropped some screenshots of the actual game. That's what you're looking at right now on your screen. Not only is this our first look at College Football 26, I guess technically the thumbnail from yesterday of the video that's going to be premiering tomorrow, the trailer, I guess technically that was the first look, but this is at least the very first look of coaches in College Football 26. Here you can see Ryan Day. Some people are making the joke that this isn't Ryan Day, this is Ryan Week or Ryan Month, because it doesn't look exactly like him. I wonder if they did face scans for these coaches or if they did kind of like the players and just used pictures to digitally replicate them in the game. Obviously, they did that for the players because there's thousands of players, but there's only, the 130 whatever head coaches. So I wonder if they did face scans. Doesn't matter that much. I mean, this is clearly like Ryan Day, like it looks like him, but not perfect by any means, so we might just call this guy Ryan Wheat. All jokes aside, it looks good. I mean, just looking at these screenshots, you probably really couldn't tell too much of a difference between this and College Football 25. The graphics are going to remain the same. It's only been 1 year. That's one of the downsides of yearly releases. I saw people complaining about that on social media, like it looks exactly the same. Like, duh, like I don't know what you expected for it to just, significantly improve over 1 year. But the jerseys in the back look good. Ryan Day looks good. It's awesome seeing real coaches. And I like what he's wearing because back in the day with the NCAA games, I felt like some of the things that the coaches would wear weren't very realistic. But this looks like a pretty, modern day head coach wearing the khakis and the polo and the hat. I think it looks pretty good. Again, this is the first time with head coaches in this video game series. So that's sick. Hopefully you can keep adding coaches over time, maybe even have coordinators. And, even more specialized coaches like quarterback coaches, DB coaches. Maybe eventually that will happen one day. That wasn't the only screenshot we got, though. We got this one right here. They posted a few more on Instagram. You can see these hats sitting on a table. This looks like some sort of like signing day or a player's about to choose where he's going to attend school. I assume this is for Road to Glory, and this is my favorite screenshot that they shared out of all of them right here. Like I said, I really think they're going to significantly improve Road to Glory. I think that was the biggest game mode that was just completely lacking in College Football 25. So I assume most of y'all know high school has already been confirmed for College Football 26, and this right here is obviously probably going to be the end of your high school career once you have to make a decision of where you're going to go to school. This has me so hyped. I have said before that they need an actual, like a legit recruiting process in Road to Glory. So basically just like Dynasty, except instead of you being the coach, you're now the player. So I want the schools to pitch to me, like, their program tradition and the playing time and the ability to send me to the NFL draft and their NIL funds. Like I want them to pitch those things to me. And then I try to find the best fit. I narrow down my schools as I go throughout my high school career. And then as you can see in the screenshot, I'm going to sit down on national TV or social media or whatever and choose where I'm going to go. This is so cool. This has me excited for Road to Glory. I can't wait to play that game mode because in College Football 25, I'm not kidding, I played it 1 week, I tried it and never touched it again. Here is another super cool screenshot. You can see Neyland Stadium at night with the fireworks. Couple things to note here. Okay, number one, they have said before, EA has said that they wanted to improve the lighting for night games, and I think this is clearly showing that. This looks really, really good, so I think that's number one. Two, there is clearly a light show going on. You can see the spotlights in the crowd. And so that's another thing that fans were asking for to be added to the game for the presentation side is having those light shows. They can do it. They do it here at Tennessee. They do it at Alabama, Georgia, and lots of places. So you can see that in this screenshot as well. I think that's going to be a big focus is the presentation, specifically night games. You can see the fireworks, the light show. I think that's going to be sick. I think the last thing here to note is that you can see on the field, you can obviously see, everything that's normal on the field, the SEC patch and everything, but there's actually advertisements on the field. There's a pilot ad about the 25-yard line on both sides of the field, and that's actually a new thing in real-life college football that they can put ads on the field now, and they are putting that in the video game to make it a little more realistic. So that's pretty cool. So I guess Tennessee has an advertisement or a partnership with Pilot, and that's in the game, which is kind of crazy because EA had to go and get that sponsorship, the licensing rights for that from Pilot. And so obviously that's probably even another little partnership EA and Pilot have. They had to come up with a deal. I'm assuming it wasn't too expensive for EA because they wouldn't have done this if it was super expensive. I think they definitely would have skipped on that if it was really expensive, because there's definitely more important things. But it's really cool, that attention to detail, that they went and got that licensing, and now Pilot is literally on the field in the game. Here is a bigger screenshot of this. You can see in the bottom right, it says the gaming tailgate. So shout out to him. He actually posted a few of these screenshots yesterday, like very late, around midnight Eastern time, and I ended up reposting it on Instagram. And he said that these were publicly posted online via an overseas retailer. And so I tried to find that original source he got these pictures from. I couldn't find them, but now we know they are in fact legit. And so super cool that he somehow found those online. So shout out to him. But again, here's a bigger picture of that same picture we just looked at. Here is another one right here with Penn State and Michigan. Looks really good. If y'all see any updated uniforms or, gear you see in this, maybe, different helmet, or I don't know, the knee pads or whatever it is, definitely let me know. I didn't see anything too different in this picture. It looks good. But again, like, you couldn't necessarily really tell if this was college football 25 or 26. And again, we know this is legit because EA then posted the same picture online on social media, but it was just a skinnier picture, so it didn't have the sides of it. But again, looks pretty good. So this is the only picture that the gaming tailgate posted that EA did not. So this is like basically a straight up leak that we have here. And this is one of the pictures that people were like, okay, this is definitely college football 26, not college football 25. And the reason being is we're pretty sure this animation is not in college football 25 with this player reaching for the end zone, which is kind of weird. And I saw people complaining about this, about college football 25. If you get close to the end zone, like, obviously you can dive, but there's no animation that lets you kind of reach for the end zone like this. And obviously that would happen in real life. Like, you're going to try to score the touchdown and reach for the end zone. But in the video game, you just get tackled and go out of bounds at the one. You can't really do anything about it. But it looks like in college football 26, they have added a animation that allows you to reach for the end zone, which is great because, again, like I said, it was lacking in college football 25. And then some people were saying some of these animations, like the tackle animations, also look a little different. Again, if y'all see any updated gear or jerseys or anything, definitely let me know. I've been looking for one-legged sleeves, just on the one leg. I haven't seen any yet. I know fans, for some reason, were going crazy over that. I mean, I get it. Like, why is that not in the game? At the same time, it's not a big deal. I haven't seen it in any of the screenshots yet, so we'll see if that's in the game. But again, this picture looks pretty good. I'm liking this new animation reaching for the end zone. Some people were also saying that the faces look really good in this game, like maybe they updated them from college football 25. I would agree. This is Jeremiah Love, and I think this looks like a pretty good screenshot of his face. Looks pretty realistic. And then lastly, we just have this screenshot. It's the same one from the thumbnail. I don't know if the gaming tailgate actually got it from the thumbnail or if he got it from the online retailer he was talking about. Either way, it kind of confirms from yesterday that this is in fact a college football 26 screenshot, which makes sense. It looks good. Animation looks cool. I don't really see any new equipment or anything, but as I've said a million times, if you do see anything that's new, definitely comment it down below. And that's basically it for this video. Literally, this is our first look at college football 26. Looks good. Real coaches in the game. Looks like they're updating light shows and the nighttime lighting for games. We have the picture of the hats, I assume, for like a signing day for Road to Glory, which is, like I said, my favorite. I think that's sick. So lots of good stuff here. We'll have to wait and see tomorrow when we get the reveal trailer. And then obviously, I mean, gameplay is the most important thing. The features in the game modes. Although these screenshots look great and it looks like they're adding some new features, it'll matter when we actually play the game, if the improvements were made that we are looking for. So I'll have another video out tomorrow for the reveal trailer. Definitely subscribe, follow me on all platforms at TubbyCFB, and thanks for watching.